Alright, well this is it, ready to go. It's Monday morning now. All packed up. I'll show you the bike. It's about 20 to 6 in the morning. First aim is to get out of here without dogs going off or horses hassling me at the gates, but here's the bike. So fully loaded. I've got 3 water bottles, 2 of which are frozen. One's in a cold bag there. That one's frozen, that'll melt. That one's refrigerated. I ended up with more in the front panniers than I thought. It'd be great to do a test ride beforehand, but time was a bit pushed, so I haven't. So, that's it. Let's go. Let's hit the road. There's a bit of mist around this morning, actually. And, much to my excitement, I saw 4 glossy black cockatoos flying over. So, you get to see things like that when you get up early. Alright, well, on the road. It's feeling good. The aim is to get to Cooyar by lunchtime, which is probably just under 100 k's before the heat of the day kicks in. Okay, so we're coming up to the highway now, which means 2 things. First of all, get off this dirt road. It's not too bad, but be nice to be on bitumen, but it's a highway, so I've got a reflector on the light on the back flashing away. Just look out for cars. I find most people are really good. That 1 metre rule came in a few years ago, is very helpful. Alright, well we're getting towards Hampton. I wanted to point out this bit of bush next to me, this paddock there. Just as an indicator of how bad this drought is. Normally you can't see in there the tree cover, the leaves at the top are so thick, it's got a bit of a canopy. It's normally green and covered in ferns. You can't ever see the ground or half of the timber down there. That's how far this is thinned out. Okay, this is Hampton now, and the thing I love about Hampton, it's a quaint little tourist town. Almost a tourist town. Slowly getting that way, but the thing I love about it is that whopping big tree over there. We'll go over and have a look at a tick. It's just gorgeous. I don't even know what kind of gum tree it is. It's got to be 300 or 400 years old. Go up and have a look at that. It's just, I just love it. Just up here. Doesn't get any better than that, does it? The diameter of that trunk probably got to be 4 or 5 metres, I reckon. It's not going to fall over. A bit of scale. It's gorgeous. I hope that's got some kind of protection order or something on it. Anyway, so on from here, the turn off. Probably about 5-10 k's down the road, I think. The other thing that I always remember next to this tree whenever we drive past is this gorgeous horse. He just got a surprise, not expecting me around the other side. He looks like he's going to be friendly too. Lovely, lovely horse. How are you, mate? G'day. Okay. Aren't you lovely? Yeah, I'm on a bike. You're a little bit alert, aren't you? A little bit concerned. I smell. Here's the bus that I passed when I got on the highway coming back from Crow's Nest now. Alright, it's all happening. Well, even though it's a drought, some trees have managed to blossom, and there's absolute cacophony going on here of rainbow lorikeets and noisy frybirds. Probably be some scaly-breasted lorikeets and little lorikeets in there as well. Yeah, I don't know if all of the noisy frybirds normally travel south. They probably sensed that it wasn't worth it this time of year, or this time around. But it's just great. Hearing so much life. The bats would be into this at night time as well. This little part here Just outside Hampton's obviously getting a little bit of moisture, which is good. Alright, first problem. This bungee cord just came off. I felt it hit my leg. Yeah, imagine if that got caught in the spokes. I wonder how. Anyway, I'll fix that. That strap fixed. I don't know how that unhooked us on quite securely now. Little things like that can become big things. Cars are noisy. They're all giving me heaps of space, which is great. Yeah, and I just love going through a green patch. I know it's going to get a lot drier from here anyway. The clouds are clearing off, as I thought they would, which is kind of good, even though it's going to get hotter. I always like that from a filming point of view, because it just means the light's brighter, colours are more saturated, contrast is higher, it's just more energetic and looks good. You can hear lots of little birds now too. It's probably pardalotes up there. Anyway, it's great. Well, I'm at Peachy, just north of Hampton. This is where the Peachy fire started in the the pine forest here. A lot of the trees still got a bit of green on the top of them, so it looks like they may have saved them. This was all thick scrub underneath, all completely burnt out. It's a very funny smell. It just reminds me of when you put a bit of pine timber through a electric saw. You get that resiny, burnty smell, and that's what everything smells like here. I don't know, it looks like they may have saved the trees, which is great. But this fire went on down over the range, down in the valley, really thick scrubland, lots of rainforests and inaccessible areas burnt out. I don't know how big, but it was massive, and then it came back up around the other way towards Crow's Nest and burnt some homes down there, and we were worried about it where we lived, but thankfully the wind pushed it away from us. But it's terrible, and of course what's happening further south in New South Wales and Victoria is even much worse than this. It's just kind of a bit eerie being in here. Actually, it's so still. But it looks like the trees are alive. Bit of greenery starting to come through, so we're lucky. Certainly could have been a hell of a lot worse. Great work from the firemen and women. You can see they've really cleared the that little access road, little fire break there. Someone's made a can there of pile of rocks. I don't know what that's about. Yeah. So anyway, here it is. That there is probably the entrance to a rabbit warren, I would expect. Anyway. Here we go, back on the road. And look at this. Here's a bit of hope for the future. Best thing about cycling, I think, is the solitude and the peace and quiet, being close to nature. Look at this here. How lovely is that? Apart from the cars coming, what a lovely scene there. Alright, well the turn off that I need is just up there where that green sign is. It says Crow's Nest Circum Bungee to the left. Down here is the old part of the highway. further inland now, not by much, but you can see how much drier it is. It's about 20 k's to Goombungie, so really got to get in and just get some cycling done now. That's filming more cycling. Just you can see two parrots landed on a wire up there, probably red rumps. The shape of them, it's a bit hard to tell from here. And there were some black cockatoos over there, couldn't work out if they're red tails or yellow tails. We've got lots of yellow tails around here, but they sounded like red tails. So anyway, no more filming till Goombungie. Well, this is something you don't want to see. It's riding up the hill down there. And anyway, I've got to the top, I've got to smell something, and it's a dead eagle. Look at this. So sad, isn't it? He's probably only been dead maybe a day or two. I'll have to check my book. I'm not sure if it's big enough to be a wedge-tailed eagle. And there, look at the shape of the tail there. Might just be a young one. It's really sad. I don't want to touch him because he stinks, but it'd be interesting looking at his wingspan. Oh, his rigor mortis has got in there. Anyway, that's really sad. There's a bit of a wallaby or something there. Haven't seen that much rainfall actually. One magpie, a few wallabies, and a kidnap. Oh, jeez, it stinks now. I've got to move on. Alright, so this is the teeming metropolis of Goombungie. I had an idea, there's a Goombungie, your picnic camp. There's a council library here, so I'm going to drop in and just see if I can upload my videos. It's just here actually. Well, library's shut today, wouldn't you know it? There's a bunch of fossil birds here fighting over some bread. Well, I've been cycling for about half an hour outside of Goombungie. The car coming. It's really pleasant actually. I really enjoyed it. You know, I know I've got to save camera memory space, but there's something really interesting on the side of the road. Look at the belt of grass trees in there. It's the first lot I've seen, and it makes you wonder, you know, how widespread they would have been here originally. Probably all through the paddock behind, but it was cleared, and they've just survived here on the edge of the roadside. Those trees there, they grow at the rate of 1 metre every 100 years. So those trees there would be between 100 and probably 150, 200 years old for the biggest ones there. And there's also the ruins of what looks like an old house through there. And if I can get up there, it's not too bad. I might just go in and have a look. So here we go. Oh, there you are, look at that. A little cottage, shack, run down. There's a gate here, so I'm not going to go through it. If it was open, I might have just snuck in. If you look at the gator, obviously hasn't been used for a while. More of these lovely Xanthorrhoea grass trees. Yeah, there'd be a story behind that. Maybe it's an old dairy or something. Yeah, alright. It's funny, you know, cycling like this it just gets you back in touch with what you love, and it just made me realise how much I love the country in Australia and getting out in the bush. And also, you know, it's hard. It can be hard work cycling at times, but if you keep on going, eventually you get your own rhythm. And I think that's just a really good analogy for life, to be honest. And things start to work in your favour. And there's a few patches that are hard, but overall it's been really good, cycling. So anyway, keep going. Alright, so I've arrived at Kulpi, or Kulpi, K-U-L-P-I, not sure how it's pronounced. That was some pretty hard going back there. There's a fair bit of headwind, a lot of it was in direct sunlight. A lot of uphills. That's alright. Bit of a weird smell in this picnic area. This is Kulpi. Just stopped at a picnic area. That's the pub over there. I'm going to go there and get a cold drink. I finished both my water bottles, but I'm onto this one, and that's still half frozen, so that's just brilliant. It's really nice and cold. So unfortunately the phone overheated, and there's a few spots I wanted to take some video and I couldn't. Just a nice open country of the Downs. It's drier out here, but anyway, making progress, so it's good. Can't wait to get in there and get a nice drink. Well, this is pretty interesting. This can't see it up the top, says green tape plus water bill. Something about our jobs will be lost. The New Ackland mine is a mine not far from here, a coal mine, and they wanted to expand it. And honestly, I can't remember what happened. I think it got knocked on the head, but it's probably going back. Can't remember if it's been approved or not, to be honest. It's probably going back for reapproval. But you know, this just sums up everything, doesn't it? You've got save our jobs now. Look at the condition of this place. And then down south they got the whole country burning. It's just short-term gain, long-term loss. And I don't blame people. People need jobs. I don't blame these people at all. But you know, we've got to reorganise ourselves and our economy so that we're not selling off our future in order to make a living now. But anyway, this is the pointy end of it. Just here, one of the pointy ends of it. It's about 28 k's to Cooyar. I can't remember if there's another 5 or 8 to the national park. It's pretty hot, getting lots of headwind. Nice country though, but it's a bit of a slog. That's alright. Get our tail up. Stopping for a hydration break. It's probably about 25 k's to Cooyar. Pretty hot. Headwinds, which right now stop. Into fires, at least the headwinds blow the fires away. Probably drunk about 2 litres of water. Went to the toilet at Cooyar. It was really bright yellow, which is not a good sign. Means I'm dehydrated. So I've got to just be proactive about keeping the water up. You know, obviously you sweat a lot. Yeah, if it just didn't have these headwinds, if they were tailwinds, this would be nice riding because it's gently undulating. But we'll get there and just taking it within my abilities. Break here for about 5 or 10 and then just keep trundling on. It's a nice country. Dry. Well, I wanted a challenge and I think I've got one. It has been hard going the last 20 kilometres. So's had a headwind, been uphill for most of it. I'm just waiting, there's got to be a big downhill. Must be. It's just been hard work, I'm almost out of water. There's 2 major turn-offs coming up, which are signposts for getting into Cooyar. I'm probably 12, 15 k's from it, maybe. So the first of those big signpost roads can't be too far away. But anyway, I mean, I did want a challenge, so I've got it. Starting to get a bit late too. It's about 10 past 4, so I just hope by the time I get to Cooyar, I've still got enough time and energy to get up to the little national park. The crankset on the bike's making weird noises. It makes 2 clicks every revolution. That's the original crankset on it. It's about 20 years old. I don't know if it's wearing out or if it just needs lubrication. That's a bit of a concern. Anyway, we're battling on and making tracks. It's still nice country. Saw a wallaby back there. I think it's a redneck wallaby. So yeah, nice lady. I stopped for another break. Asked me if I needed a drink, if it was okay or anything. Here comes a big truck. Truck drivers have been good. They've all given me heaps of room. Usually wave. This guy probably wave. Thumbs up. There he goes. Gave him a thumbs up just so he knows I'm okay, just having a spell. Anyway, and no phone reception because I'm not with a very good provider. I haven't had phone reception most of the day actually. So, but anyway, it's all alright. Okay, bit of a break. I'll keep moving. Now that's something worth celebrating. At last, a downhill. I don't know how many times I stopped coming up that hill there just for a breather. Oh, man, after all that uphill, the headwinds, nice run downhill, and then the sign further on says trucks and buses must use low gear, so it must be a nice good run. It's interesting, there's a sign over here. Okay, so that's Nutgrove, Australia, which must have been a railway station. You can see the train there. To the left, Brisbane Valley catchment. To the right, Murray-Darling catchment. We're on the Great Dividing Range at 680 metres. Well, I made it after a whole afternoon of friggin' headwinds. After I came down that incline, I got about 4 kilometres. It was good. Probably about 2 kilometres on a really good downhill bit there, and then gentle kind of as it tapered off, and then headwinds again. Finally made it to Cooyar. I think it's about 6:30 or something. So we'll work out a plan once I'm in here. This is the public free campsite at Cooyar. Mainly grey nomads with caravans and vans. Oh, shattered after all that. So I'm going to stay here. And I can sit here and eat, which I'd like to do, or I can go and find a camp spot. Because it's getting dark, I'm going to go find a camp spot. It's actually a lot darker than it looks outside there. I went to the pub and borrowed her phone. She was really good at the lady in there. Bought a beer afterwards. Kind of thanking her really. So tomorrow Jenny and the kids are going to meet me here. We're going to drive up to the Palms National Park and do a bushwalk there. And I'm just going to take the car back. I'm just pretty stuffed, and I'm just a bit worried about things with the bike, with the crank and how it's slipping gears, the chain's stretching. It's not slipping gears, it's slipping cogs. It's not good with the chain like that, so. But I'm stuffed. So anyway, I'm happy. It's hard work, but I did it. Stuck with it and did it. It'd be great to ride back tomorrow, but I just think I'd struggle with that. And I know one of the kids said they wanted to do a walk in this national park anyway, so I can combine it all. So anyway, I think really the best thing for me now is to find a campsite, set that up, which is basically just going to be stuff on the ground. It's a bit hard here because there's a creek going around it. There's not a lot of flat spots with bush. But I'll ride around and see what I can find. Alright, here I am. This is the spot I've chosen. It's actually a creek bed, right, which is a huge no-no. But I'm so confident of it not raining. There's not going to be any flash flood. Very dangerous camping in a place like this. You've really got to know what you're doing. And well, I haven't picked anything else, have I? I haven't picked the weather or the wind or anything. So it's so windy up the top out of this gully. I didn't want to do that. It's actually a nice secluded spot here. And look, if it rains, I'll hear it and I'll feel it because I'm not even going to be in a tent. Alright, so this is it. I'm going to leave the bike packed tonight I'm just going to be cautious just in case I do have to get out of here quickly. I'll leave it packed up. If I have to do a runner, which I won't, but if I do, the bedding stuff can stay. I'll have everything on the bike and I'll just get straight back up the slope I came down. I'm just really happy to be out of the wind because up the top it's still quite windy. Okay, hope you've enjoyed my travels such that they are so far. And you know, it's a bit of a shame I won't be riding back tomorrow, but I'm just really stuffed and you know, I want to enjoy this. So I'm 53. I don't have to kill myself doing it. So anyway, righto, food time. Righto, so there's dinner. Stew, spaghetti, peaches, water, pillows, tomorrow's clothes. I'm going to save my clothes for tonight in case I have to make that quick getaway. Yeah. I'll leave the bike packed up. Yeah, I don't know what those droppings are. They're pretty deteriorated. Be cow or deer. Deer droppings looks like a cross between cow and horse droppings. Anyway, I mean, look, hopefully nothing will go wrong. I moved that bit of wood there to prop up the bike, and the biggest thing that I'm scared of is centipedes, actually. But it should be fine. Lots of insects starting up. This to me is heaven. This is paradise. Sleeping out with nature. So let's hope it's all good. Okay, there we go. Well, morning. Can't say I had a great sleep, but yeah, that's what you get when you sleep on the ground. It's pretty funny. It's up here. There's a horse grunting and groaning. Well, at that stage I didn't know it was a horse. It was making weird kind of grunting sounds. I thought we were a horse, and then about dawn he came down twice to try and have a feed just here, and saw me and bolted. But it's actually quite wonderful lying here, getting the sounds of the birds in the morning, which is great. And just across there, like it was well, you know what, it was windy till probably about midnight. Then that stopped. Then it was a little bit cloudy, and that cleared, and just there, the Milky Way, just across there. It was wonderful, just lying here looking at the stars, saw a few meteorites and things early this morning. Saw a possum returning to its nesting hole up there, and yeah, it's just great. And look, I don't know, I mean, I probably could muster the energy to ride home, but I don't actually know, to be honest. I'm just pretty knackered after yesterday. Wasn't expecting it to be so hard, but it was 102 kilometres all up, so but anyway, that's okay. So I don't think I'll make any more videos. This is where it'll finish. Jenny and the kids are getting here. About 4 hours, and we're going to go up to that national park, have a look, and go home. So yeah, that's been fun. Yep. Okay, signing off. See ya. Bye.